Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a client makeup tutorial with my friend Julia. If you guys want to see more client makeup tutorials, please comment that down below because this is my first one. I had so much fun making this video with her, and I also had my friend Christina, which you guys have seen on my channel before. She's the one who actually filmed this video, but I'm so glad that I had Julia as a model. She was great. It was just a really fun time. I had a lot of fun making this video. But if you want to see how to achieve this look, just keep on watching. The first thing we went there she is being crazy as usual. Anyways, so the first thing that we did was we cleaned her face with the Sephora micellar water. Even if her face is clean, I just want to make sure that there's no oils or excess dirt or anything like that on her face, so we can just start with a clean slate. I went ahead and put some Embryolisse Light Cream Concentrate on her face because she did have eczema and I just wanted to hydrate her face, and this also is a really good moisturizer underneath makeup and it helps it stay on a lot longer. So I just went ahead and used that. Now I'm going ahead with the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. This is the latest shade, I believe, and I'm just going ahead with a Bdellium Tools brush and just kind of sculpting out her brows and just defining them, and yeah, just kind of making them look a little bit fuller. Now I'm going ahead and using the NYX brow gel. This is also the lightest shade, I believe. And then I'm just going ahead with the disposable mascara wand and going ahead and just foaming that through her brows to set them in place, make them look a little bit more full, and kind of just give them more of a uniform color. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia concealer, and this is in the lightest shade that they have it. And I'm just going ahead with a Morphe concealer brush and sculpting out her brows. Now I'm just going ahead with a beauty sponge and kind of just blending it out so it's a little bit less harsh. Now I'm going ahead with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, which you guys know is one of my holy grails, and I'm just going to go ahead and prep her eyes for eyeshadow with that, and I'm also just using that same concealer brush. Now I'm going ahead with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and set her eyelids before we do eyeshadow so there's no tacky base, so then the eyeshadows can blend properly. Now I'm going ahead with a light warm transition shade. Gosh, I cannot talk today, guys. And I'm just going ahead and buffing that in her crease so we can kind of go ahead and get that, pretty much it'll help all the other eyeshadows blend better. I also just went ahead and highlighted her brow bone with Gesso from MAC. Now I'm going ahead and using New Wave from the Subculture palette by Anastasia, and I'm going ahead and windshield wiper motions in her crease, and I'm just going to going ahead with deeper and then deeper and then deeper shades of warm kind of burnt orange shades, just darker and darker with smaller brushes and smaller brushes until I kind of get that desired like intensity that I want. And I also just went ahead with Relger from the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, and I'm just going ahead and deepening the look again. So basically you just kind of want to apply some color, blend out, apply some color, blend out. You kind of don't want to like put all the color that you want on at once because it won't blend as properly. So now I just went with that deep red shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I think it's called Jax. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And I took a MAC 217 brush and I'm just kind of putting that on the outer corner to like further define it and just give it a little bit more color. And yeah. Also, I know I say this in every single tutorial, but the reason that I do eyes first is because if there's fallout under the eyes, I can just go ahead and clean it up, because if I do foundation first, then it's going to go on the foundation and it's not a cute look. Now I'm taking Fudge by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm sorry I could not get this in focus, but it's just like a deep brown, and I'm just taking a smaller blending brush and kind of just applying that only in the outer corners so I can kind of just create a little bit more dimension and depth and kind of just give the look a little bit more darkness. Ugh, I love the look, honestly, though. I almost regret putting glitter on it just because I love those warm shades, and I kind of felt that putting glitter on it didn't help it stand out because the glitter became the main focus. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take Anastasia concealer again, and I'm going to go ahead and cut her crease. So basically I'm just putting concealer in everywhere where I want the glitter to go, so I could basically just have a really crisp cut area where it is, and it's just, I don't know, I just love it. I just think that glitter gets everywhere, so I just like having a like specific spot carved out to kind of place it down. For doing cut creases though, I know that a lot of people have issues with this. I highly recommend just using a thicker concealer. I think that helps a lot. So now that I have that, I'm just going ahead and perfecting the edges so we can kind of just make sure it's perfect. And honestly, with glitter, when you do this, it doesn't have to be perfect because the glitter, when you put the glitter on, you won't really be able to see that line anyways. So now I'm just going ahead and setting that with a powder so then when she looks up it does not crease while I do the other eye. Now I'm just going ahead and repeating the same steps on the other eye. If you guys want to see a full-on video on like how to do a cut crease for beginners, I'd be more than happy to do that because I taught myself how to do it. And honestly, for me, it's personally easier than eyeliner. So, I mean, if it's easier than eyeliner, most people can do it. Now I'm just going with the Nyx Glitter Primer and then the NYX pigment in the shade 20. This is one of my favorite pigments from NYX. If you get anything from NYX, this is like one of my top 3 NYX products that you have to pick up if you go there. Now I'm just going ahead and placing the glue with that same brush and just patting it down, and now I'm just taking a brush with that glitter. Their pigments are pretty glittery, I just call them glitters, but yeah, I just go ahead and apply that in that exact area, and it just is so beautiful. It just kind of adds like that nice kind of like pop that you like. It's just beautiful. I just love this shade, and they're really inexpensive as well. Now I'm taking a Bdellium Tools brush and I'm kind of just blending out the edges now that we have the glitter on. And yeah, and also not doing your foundation first is incredibly important when you have glitter. So now I'm just going ahead and taking that same Sephora micellar water, and I'm just going ahead and cleaning under the eyes, cleaning up all the glitter, the fallout, all of the above, and yeah. So now I'm just going ahead with MAC Strobe Cream, which is one of my favorite moisturizer slash primer, and it just has a beautiful pearly kind of finish, so it just kind of makes your foundation like sit a lot more dewy on your face. So now I'm going ahead with the Sephora Collection Bright Future Concealer. This is actually the brightening corrector, the pink one, but I like to use it under eyes on people who are fair like myself and Julia because it has that peachy undertone and it's kind of like a nice under eye brightener as well. And I'm just going ahead and placing that under her eyes and blending that out with a beauty blender. So now I'm going ahead with the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation, and this is the lightest shade that it comes in the yellow tones. And I've had this foundation for not quite some time. I've had it in my freelancing kit, and I ended up pulling it out because nobody is this shade, and me and Julia was like, no, like I'm pale, like it should be fine. And then we put it on, and it really truly was very fair. But I'm gonna show you guys a trick that if you ever put on a foundation that is too dark for you and you're going for a full coverage look, this is a really great way to kind of save yourself and just kind of make it a little bit darker. I'm taking the MAC Studio Fix foundation, which is what I usually use on clients in general. And yeah, I'm just going ahead and placing that in the little dots. And basically what you want to do is just kind of pat it in. You don't want to go in with a lot. Dot it a couple times and then blend it out and then add more until you get the desired look, because you don't want to reverse the effect and get it too dark, or you know, sometimes foundations formulas won't mix well and you don't want to like put too much on it and then have like the texture on your face be pretty weird or things like that. So I just think that this is a great trick if you ever do buy a foundation that's a little bit too light for you. You can always just go in with a darker one. And yeah, I think this is in the shade maybe NC20, I'm not positive, but yeah, I just kind of went ahead and blended this out until we got the desired shades that kind of matched their body. Most people's faces are lighter in their bodies, so you got to think about, do you want to match your face or your body? Now I just went ahead and mixed these two shades to create a cream contour shade. These are the LA Girl Pro Concealers. They are really inexpensive and available on Amazon. So now I don't know why it cut out the concealer, but it did. So I just kind of went ahead and put concealer on her, and then I used the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder to go ahead and just set her under eyes to kind of set them in place and make sure they didn't go anywhere. Now I'm just going ahead and use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which you guys know is my holy grail, and I'm just using a Real Technique brush to go ahead and just set the rest of her face. Now I'm going ahead with Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and I'm just going ahead and carving out her cheekbones and kind of just contouring and bronzing up her skin, and yeah. So now I just went ahead with a translucent powder and I baked under her contour to kind of just make it more defined and clean it up. Now I'm just going ahead and buffing that away, so because clearly she can't walk around with that. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Extra Dimension Fairly Precious Blush by MAC Cosmetics, and this is one of my all-time favorite blushes. If you like a luminous blush, this is for you. Now I'm going ahead with the Dose of Colors highlighter, and I'm just going ahead and apply that on her cheekbones with the Anastasia highlighting brush, and I just love this highlighter. It's so pretty. I used it in my Burgundy Glitter Glam tutorial. And now I'm just going ahead with the same shades that I used on her upper eyelids, and basically I'm just going ahead with smaller brushes and going darker and darker in shade to kind of just smoke out her lower lash line. If you guys want to see a full-on tutorial on just how to smoke out your lower lash line, because I know it's a basic thing, but it's a thing that people struggle a lot with, I'd be more than happy to do a video about that. Now I'm going ahead and using the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. Honestly, it was not one of my favorite mascaras. I had just gotten it. When I filmed this video, so I just wanted to try it out, and we weren't going anywhere, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, I just went ahead and put it on her bottom lashes first, and then her upper lashes, and of course using a disposable mascara wand. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some Cocoa lashes on her, and yeah, I just went ahead and kind of measured them, and then I cut them down to her size. There is. Anyways, and now I'm just going ahead and applying some lash glue and placing them on her eyes, and just kind of making sure they fit on nicely and comfortably. Now I'm using a NYX lip liner. I could not find this I could not get this in focus for the life of me, but it's just like a nice like light nude shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line her lips to kind of just define them, and also it helps the lip color stay on a lot longer, especially if you fill in your lips with the lip liner and then put your lipstick on. It'll stay like bulletproof. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and defining her lips, and you know, I didn't really overline them, but you can go ahead and take that step if you want to. And yeah, now I just went with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. Those are one of my favorites. Anyway, so this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. And a special thank you to Julia and Christina for helping create this video. And I thank you so much for watching Tally Time, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!